Hello BTS! Okay, so BTS rap line released a song called Ddaeng. This is how it's spelled in Korean, sorry, the pronunciation is bad. I originally filmed my reaction to it, but I was kind of very quiet and dull in it, and I'd hate to put out anything that wasn't like good content. So I've decided to kind of like break the lyrics down and give you some of my ideas. Some of the stuff in this I did get from the website Genius, so if you want to go check that out, you can. Okay, so when I first saw the word Ddaeng, I thought they were talking about like Ddaeng, but the word Ddaeng comes from the Korean card game Hwatu. 38 Ddaeng is the highest card combination in the game. I'm just gonna say here, sorry for bad pronunciation. 13 Ddaeng and 18 Ddaeng are the second highest card combination. This is them showing that despite their hardships in the beginning of their career, they have now become one of the most successful music acts globally. Because BTS are so successful now, it is really easy to forget or just look past the fact that they didn't have an easy upbringing. I'm saying that like they were raised by Big Hit. So they came from Big Hit, which is a small company founded in 2005. It is not a large company. They've been through a lot of hardships. But now, according to Google, as of 2017, they have a revenue of $86 million US, which isn't hard to see as Taehyung is a walking, talking Gucci advert. But it wasn't always easy for them. They really had to work hard. So I'm going to say these are just my interpretations of the lyrics. You can take them as whatever they are. They mightn't be the right interpretations. These are just like my ideas. You can add to them or develop on them. So for verse 1, I kind of saw this as their reality. You know, they don't have to lie and they don't have to exaggerate on what they are. They are worldwide chart-topping phenomenons. There is a little bit of bragging that goes on, but like out of all the groups in the world, they definitely do deserve the right to brag. You know, they talk about the money they have and the reality that they are living so many people's dreams. And then they kind of turn it around on the haters and say, don't you feel dumbfounded? Now, the word dumb is the inability to speak, and dumbfounded is when you are just so shocked that you are like, you can't comprehend what's going on. And so you're just kind of stunned. You know, because they had so many people who never ever believed in them and never ever thought that they would be successful. And so now they're able to turn around and look at the people who didn't believe in them and be like, aren't you dumbfounded? And in the next part, I thought they could either be turning around to the voice of the hater or they could be using their own voice. The line is, honestly, why are these people, why are they making a fuss like that? And so that's either BTS being like, why are the haters making this big fuss? Or it's the haters looking at the army and saying, why do they love these boys? Why are they obsessing over them so much? I personally think it's the latter. I personally think that they're kind of like turning it around on the voice of the haters, especially since they just came from the haters being like completely shocked. So now the haters are like, wait, why are they successful? Verse 2 for me was about them coming up as underdogs. This music is shit, bae. So at the start, their concept was a pure hip-hop group, and so they were looked down upon by a lot of people in the hip-hop industry, and a lot of people just didn't get what they were doing. They didn't like it. A lot of people did not like what BTS were doing. And then they turn it around on the haters again. All your claims are correct, bae. We are failing. Billboard is all thanks to you, bae. Bae is quite similar to Cypher 4 when like all the sentences were ending. Sorry, bae. I hate myself. So in my opinion, that's them mocking the haters, being like, yep, you were right. We didn't amount to anything. We were never successful. You were right. It's not like we've won 2 Billboard Music Awards. Thanks to you, we became successful. Friends from small companies, I hope you become big soon. So thanks to you, we became successful. In my opinion, that's kind of like haters being fuel to the flame. You know when someone doubts you so much that you are just so determined to prove them wrong that you will work so hard to show them you were wrong, I could always do it. To me, it's also them kind of reflecting friends from small companies, because that's what they started as. Friends from a very small company in a very small practice room. But I don't know if this is me stretching. It could also be them looking at other small idol groups and saying that like, it's possible. And this is a really weird line for me to like. But I really like the line, we will fail again like you wish. Because that's kind of them being self-aware. There's nothing worse than like people who are cocky and who just think, I'm at the top and I will always be at the top. It's them acknowledging we're not always going to be at this peak and we will continue to go through hardships, but we will still work through them. And then verse 3, I'm going to jump kind of more towards the end of this verse. RM tells rappers who don't have haters to look in the mirror. To me, this is kind of like the fact that most musicians are deprecating and they always see the possibility that they could be more than what they are, you should be your own biggest critic. You should always be looking at yourself and saying, what can I improve on? And if you're not doing that, you're doing something wrong. We celebrate rather than being celebs. As we saw, after they won their second Billboard Music Awards, they went back to their hotel room and they just celebrated amongst themselves. They were invited to a lot of after parties and they were like, nah, we're gonna go celebrate with ARMY and we're gonna go celebrate amongst ourselves. Which to me shows how humble they are and how not celebrity-esque they are. And the last thing I will talk about is the line, "Frogs who live up to your name, I hope you die in that well." Now this is a line that I read and I was like, huh? What? What? Basically what I found is that there's a Korean idiom in which a frog who lives in a well only has experience in that well, and so it sees the well as being the whole world, and so it's kind of like our version of seeing the bigger picture. To anybody who sees fame and money and status as the end goal, you're viewing the world too small and you will probably crash and burn. That's why he's saying you will die in that well. If your goal is fame and not the music, doing it for the wrong reasons. Anyway, these are just some ideas. You can agree with them, you can disagree with them, that's okay. You can have a discussion in the comments below, that's okay. I really, really love the song. I think the BTS rap line is so incredibly talented and I just love them. Oh my god, I love them so much. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, turn on post notifications. Remember, you say genius, I think Minyoongi. All my socials will be linked down below and I will see you when I see you. Okay, bye!